Hey guys, it's your girl Vanessa here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I share with you a really simple oil recipes that will help you to grow your bald spots, thicken your hair fast, stop hair thinning and fall, and essentially help you in growing hair faster. So if you are interested, you definitely want to make sure that you watch today's video and you watch until the end, because I show you exactly how to make the oil and also how to use it towards the end of the video. Now the recipe contains just a few ingredients, but there are a couple of really important ingredients that you will need for today's recipe towards the end of the video, so please keep on watching. To begin with, we are going to need some fenugreek seeds. Now these are whole fenugreek seeds. I'm going to pop that in my blender because I'm going to be grinding this with another seed, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit. Now the main benefits of fenugreek is really good in terms of like soothing scalp inflammation. It treats dandruff, it strengthens the hair, it prevents shedding, and also it can be used to stimulate hair growth. Early research actually suggested that fenugreek seeds can help with low to moderate hair loss in men and women. So there's actually some proven sort of results with regards to the efficacy of fenugreek seeds in terms of growing hair faster. Now I'm also going to use some flax seeds, not flax seeds, sorry, some black seeds. Now black seeds also help to treat dry hair and also moisturize the scalp. One study actually found that some hair oil made from black seeds and other ingredients reduce hair loss in men and women. And another study also found that hair oil containing black seeds oil reduced hair fall by up to 76%. So very useful when it comes to growing balding areas or stopping hair fall or thinning hair. So just using these two ingredients alone can have tremendous benefits for your hair growth. So after grinding it, guys, this is what I ended up with. So you don't want it to be completely smooth, so don't worry so much if you're not getting a really smooth textured sort of powder. It will be fine. Just grind it to the best that you can. Now I'm going to transfer it into this container in which I'm going to store. So basically I've got a lid for this, so I can literally just keep it airtight and I can just use as and when I need it. So for today's recipe, I will be using about 1.5 tablespoons of this fenugreek and black seed powder. Now if you have the powder that comes already made for you guys from the store, you can use it. If I'm being completely honest, if you've been watching my videos for the longest time, you will see that I don't use powders that often because I find that they're not as I don't know, concentrated. So I feel like sometimes they blend these things and then they mix it with other stuff. So it's better when you make it yourself. If you've got the seeds, you can make the powder exactly the same way that I showed you. So I'm adding a little bit of clove powder here as well. So this is just cloves that I grounded again in my grinder, and again I'm just keeping it in that jar and I'm using when I need it. So I used about 1/2 tablespoon, but you can use more if you want to, depending on how much oil you're planning to make. So I will be using some rapeseed oil to infuse this oil, but you can use olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, or whatever oil that you have available. Now it's better that you have a good carrier oil, so avocado oil, olive oil, rapeseed oil will be my oils of choice, but if you haven't got them and you've got other oils, it's fine to use. I will also be using some coconut oil, but if you're allergic to coconut oil for some reason, you can just completely leave this out of this recipe. Now in terms of the oil, guys, the quantities that I used, I literally just eyeballed it. But you can use as much or as little as you need. You just need to adjust the quantity of the fenugreek black seeds and clove powder. So basically if you're going to make a lot more oil, definitely increase the quantity because you want to make it as concentrated as it can possibly be so that it could work more efficiently. So I'm using the double boiler method to infuse the oil. Now it consists of just putting a pot on the stove, and you're gonna just put some water in it and then put your bowl in it as well and just allow it to simmer away, and that essentially is going to help you infuse the oil. This process should take about 30 to 40 minutes to have a really nicely infused oil. So once that's done, you want to take that off the stove, and then we're going to go ahead and strain it. So to strain, I will be using a kitchen paper towel, but you can use a wig cap if you prefer. But if you're using a wig cap, you may need to strain more than once just so you can have all of the powder out. And also guys, if you're going to use a kitchen paper towel, make sure that your kitchen paper towel is very strong and pretty nicely absorbent. Now I really love this kitchen paper towel. If you're in the UK, I get it from Aldi. I think it's called a high absorbent kitchen paper towel, I believe. So this is really good. Like, it really soaks up the oil without actually ripping, and also like water, so it's very good to strain. So I'm straining directly into this mason jar, in which I will be storing the oil, but also applying it to my hair. Now notice how this strained it really nicely, because the powder, it has literally all stuck to the paper towel, so it gives you a cleaner finish essentially. You can also use a coffee filter. If you're a coffee drinker, you probably have that in your house pretty easily, so feel free to use that as well. So this is what the oil looks like. You can see that it has definitely nicely infused because it's a lot darker in color. Now I'm also going to go ahead now and add in a really important ingredient, and that is castor oil. Now castor oil also helps to thicken your hair, and it can also be used to help in stimulating hair growth. So if you have this, it will be amazing to use in this oil, but if you don't, it's fine to leave it out. So I will be using about 1 tablespoon of Jamaican black castor oil, and then I'm also going to go ahead and add in some essential oils, which again are very beneficial when it comes to stimulating hair growth, and also just giving you a nice healthy scalp, which I always say is great environment for your hair to grow out from. So I will be using tea tree essential oil, which has great antibacterial properties excuse me, and also I will be using some peppermint essential oil, and again these are also great for keeping the bacteria off of your scalp, and essentially can help you to grow strong healthy hair. Now I added a few drops of those, I think about maybe 5 to 6 drops of each, but you can add more if you're making more of the oil, or perhaps if you want it to be like really concentrated, meaning you want your oil to have a really strong scent of essential oils, you can use a little bit more. So combine that, and then that's it. You've got your oil. You're literally good to go. So you can just apply that to your hair. Don't forget to apply it to your scalp and the rest of your hair, and make sure that you follow through the massage. You can use this 2 to 3 times a week to help you grow your hair really fast. So make sure that you apply to the area, give it a good massage, and be consistent with it, and I promise you guys that your hair will most definitely grow. So this brings me to the end of the video. If you guys have enjoyed watching to this video, please thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.